What's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, another video. In this video today, we're here to talk about some interesting rumors, not leaks, just rumors floating around the internet. This actually was put on my radar because yesterday Premier Durami released a video. I had no idea this existed, like literally no idea. It's been out for like 10 days. I don't know, I didn't hear about this. And it comes from none other than Zippo. I love Zippo, and I know Zippo loves me. And he's back at it again, and he has some new information about Sonic the Hedgehog, including Sonic Rangers, and how this all ties into Sony / PlayStation and the relationship that both Sonic and SEGA will have with them in the future, including the possibility of this being exclusive or being heavily favored in a Sony direction. This will go everywhere from marketing to the game itself, where they stand with Sonic Rangers, specifically Sony. There's a lot in here. Obviously, this is from Zippo, so take it with a grain of salt, but without any further ado, it's a pretty lengthy article, and I think that we should dive into it together and see what we have in store. Hey all, I got some more articles to do than I know what to do with, so I'm just throwing them out one after another here. I have a feeling this week is going to be rather busy, so this will be far from the last you'll see of me. Ahem, without any further ado. So as you probably saw in the last article, Sony had strung out a multitude of deals with third-party companies, including Capcom, Square, and Bandai Namco. We've already seen some of these deals taking place at last week's showcase. One stuck out to many people though, myself included, and that was the appearance of a certain Blue Hedgehog's collectible. And as you can see right here, there is a photo from that presentation that shows in a street light. Is that what it is? A street light? Oh god. You can clearly see Sonic's ring right there. Looks pretty cool. Nothing else besides that though. That is what they showed, but still, it is something of note. Sega's next big Sonic game, which is almost confirmed to be an open world title, has likely caught the eye of Sony, and that's a big deal for not just Sony, but Sonic. I'll break down some reasons why. And here's where we get into the meat and bones of everything that Zippo wants to present. Let's just state this real quick. This seemingly is based, the Sonic ring appearing in the ad. So it's not nothing. It isn't like he was not there and it's just like, well, they've been buying up a bunch of different exclusivity rights to third-party companies. It's not just taken from there. It is the fact that there is a ring. So once again, this doesn't confirm anything, but it is something to kind of look out and scratch your chin about. I'm like, oh, maybe. 1. Open world is the hotness right now. In terms of the gaming landscape, nothing is bigger than open world / sandbox games right now. Breath of the Wild has sold over 20 million copies. Mario Odyssey had sold over 20 million copies. Horizon was Sony's most successful new IP debut in ages, and Ghost of Tsushima continued that trend. GTA 5 and Skyrim continue to push units. Assassin's Creed has been open world for a long time now, and now even Pokemon and Halo are about to make their own cracks at it, and it was only a matter of time before Sega tried to get their slice in on the action. And while many will accuse them of chasing trends, this is where the real gaming money is being made right now, and it's a very smart move from a business perspective. There's room for a lot of success here. So that isn't anything in relation to Sonic and Sony's relationship. It is worth noting that this is mainly just talking about what Sonic Rangers being open world, how it's pretty much confirmed, how we know it through leaks and all of this info lining up together. It will be open world, kind of like all the other games he mentioned. This all has to do with Sonic catching Sony's eye and Sony seeing some potential in this new game, but that right there doesn't really necessarily do anything aside from, hey, it's open world and that makes a lot of money, which is true. So it's open world, we're looking forward to it, that's kind of cool. Let's move on to the next point. Sony needs more family-friendly games. A problem some have with the PS5's lineup right now is the lack of prominent family-friendly games outside of Ratchet & Clank, which is definitely a big title for them, but that's only one game. The problem was exacerbated again last week during the presentation, where there was a single game that could be called E-rated. While I like violent, bloody action games as much as the next guy, you need more than that to have a diverse lineup of games. Sony's rumored upcoming Sly Cooper title is the only first-party game that's going to be considered family-friendly, as far as we can tell. So going to third parties for marketing games such as Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Pac-Man is a smart move. Families are more inclined to buy consoles when games that appeal to younger audiences. That's been the case since the beginning. Alright, that's kind of similar to the first point where it isn't like direct info about this lineup of Sony and Sonic happening. It's more of like, they need more family-friendly titles, which definitely is true. Sony definitely does have a lot of TM, etc. I don't even think it's just family friendly. I think having a franchise as big as Sonic could push units, especially with a console as successful as PlayStation always is. 3. Sony is impressed with the new Sonic game. Probably. Oh god, Zippo. This one is a bit more speculative, but here we go. Okay, sure. When these kinds of deals happen, developers/publishers give constant updates/looks at the game internally until it's ready. This one is no different. We know from the leaks that the game was being played by testers about a year and a half ago. Given that this game is on its 4th year of development now, it's most likely come a long way since then quality-wise. The Hedgehog Engine 2, and it is an extremely capable engine if done right, regardless of how the game turns out. It will be a looker, and when it comes to marketing a game, visuals are important. You don't spend money on marketing dollars on a game you think will be garbage. It makes no business sense. Sony thought it was impressive looking enough to pay millions of marketing dollars for it, alongside the likes of Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Final Fantasy, Tekken, and numerous others. That says a lot. Sonic games may fluctuate wildly in terms of game quality, but he's still a titan when it comes to icon status. The movie's success also definitely played a part in this. Alright, so it kind of goes from speculation to, I'm guessing speculation, but kind of stating it as fact. Like, Sony has paid millions of dollars for Sonic Rangers. In some ways, it's not even being stated if it's exclusive or not. I don't know what he's trying to get at here, if he's trying to say Sonic Rangers is a Sony PlayStation exclusive, because that's already been deconfirmed. If you just look at the trailer, it already says all the consoles it will be on. Or if it will be prioritized for PlayStation. I don't know what he's getting at here. There is definitely stuff like that with Call of Duty. It's not PlayStation exclusive, but they definitely have a really good relationship. Anyways, it was kind of stated like, yeah, they paid millions for Sonic, like they have all these other games, so we'll see. Here's some things that are fair to expect out of a deal like this. A big push for PlayStation. When deals like this are made, companies sign over marketing rights to the company that purchased them for the particular product. Nintendo and Microsoft will not be getting any of that moolah here. Of course, they'll still be putting trailers of Rangers onto their social media, but that's the full extent of that. Expect many ads, features, and posts from the PlayStation blog promoting the game. It'll be marketed like it's a PlayStation exclusive, but it obviously isn't. Things like exclusive content for the PS4/5 versions of the game and or a special edition console are not out of the question. It's a win-win in both situations. Sega's game gets a big push from the big three, and Sony can sell consoles by marketing a huge game starring a world-renowned character. That is true. That is how like a lot of that works, and I've seen that before with other games, kind of like what I mentioned with Call of Duty. That is interesting, but once again, everything here sounds very baseless, and it's like you could switch out all of this with Microsoft, because that also is the case. Probably even more than Sony in terms of like, oh, they need family-friendly titles and exclusives, but you can just apply the same thing to Sonic. I don't see what the big deal with Sony here is. Sonic may show up alongside PlayStation icons. Another point regarding these deals is that characters, first and third parties, show up in PlayStation-themed ads such as this one. It's showing this image right here. Sonic running around the likes of Ratchet and Clank, Cloud Strife, Cly, Leon Kennedy, I don't know any of these people, and so on. In commercial form is a strong possibility. Sega has crossed Sonic over with everything else this year, so why not? And here's the last part. Promotion and PlayStation presentations. A big part of the deal like this is that the games are typically announced at PlayStation events. For example, the last 4 major Resident Evil games have all been announced at Sony events. Final Fantasy has also had things like this. A big example is that the resurgence of Final Fantasy, whatever that is, remake, was announced at a State of Play. Their equivalent of a Nintendo Direct. It's safe to say something like this for Sonic is also reasonably possible. With all of that said, this is something that will evolve in the next few months. This leaves me a bit more confident in the quality of the game. We still probably have some waiting to do before this is all confirmed, so we'll have to wait and see. I've got more articles to finish up, so I'll get back to that. Thanks for reading, and I'll see you soon. So that's that. That is the Sony Sonic crossover, probably is happening from Zippo, my favorite leaker in the world. I'm just gonna sum this up real quick. This is all basically, he's saying it's speculation, but he's also stating it like it will happen. Like, oh, we'll have to wait a bit for this to get confirmed, but in the meantime, it's like, well, but you said there was like speculation to this. Like, what makes you think this is definitively happening? How do you know that Sony saw the progress of Rangers and was like, we want that? Is it just an educated guess? Is it just like, what are you doing? He gave no behind the scenes information or anything like that. This was solely, let's line these up and try to make a way for it to work. and definitely it could be beneficial for both parties, but I didn't really see anything from this article that made me think, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna happen, because he didn't really have any evidence backing it up. That sucks, but like, yeah. It obviously isn't gonna be exclusive. It was kind of stated that, but it would be marketed heavily towards PlayStation direction, which I don't mind. I think that's cool, and I honestly think that makes me more confident, like he said, in the game, if that is the case, because I don't think Sony would just pick up any other game off the street and be like, all right, we're gonna prioritize you. We're gonna spend extra money to make sure that you push consoles for us. I think that says a lot about the quality of Rangers. If this is true, if this goes along the lines of other Sony titles, like their Spider-Mans or their Last of Us or their Uncharted's, that is obviously very good and very exciting, and it says a lot about what Rangers could be and what Rangers will be if this is true. I don't know, guys. That's the main thing I take away from this. If Sony and PlayStation want this like really badly, I think that says a lot about how good Rangers could be. But at the same time, this is from Zippo, and everything he said kind of just sounded like he was pulling things out of thin air that probably aren't going to happen. I don't want to say, oh, this isn't real, or oh, this is BS, because like, it's not even presented in a way of like, I have this new leaked information about Sonic and PlayStation. It's just like, this is probably happening and you guys should look forward to this, and we'll have to wait a bit for it to be confirmed, but in the meantime, I don't know, this sounds like a load of crock. Anyways, guys, what do you think of this? I wanted to present this info to you because I think it's so interesting, and before it's like, yeah, Sonic's becoming a PlayStation exclusive, I just kind of wanted to put my thoughts out there and be like, yeah, nah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. What do you think about this stuff from Zippo? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Do you think this is a possibility? Do you think it's not? You're not trusting anything that comes from Zippo? Let me know. Feel free to follow me on social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram in the description below. You can follow those. We're on this look at my live feature content and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the best place for Sonic the Hedgehog content on YouTube. We talk about all things Sonic here, from video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, and everything else. Sonic Rangers is coming up next year. We don't know when we're gonna get more info. I hope soon, because I really want that, obviously. So to be the first to hear all about it, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I'd love to have you here. Join our family. I love you all so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Tell me you want it some more. Tell me you want